Welcome to the Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. We're in sunny San Bernardino, California, Houghton Stadium. And a matchup of teams from the same state. Live Oak Little League from Northern California, San Marino Little League from Southern California. State bragging rights on the line. Let's take a look at the West Region map. 6 teams represented in this part of the country, known for its excellent softball. And in California, you've got a couple right here squaring off. In Live Oak and San Marino, Hawaii, Utah, Nevada, and Arizona also represented. Already one game is in the books, and it was a dandy, a pitcher's duel. Nevada advancing with a couple late runs. They'll get Utah on Sunday on ESPN+. And an interesting matchup here as well. Hawaii awaiting the winner. Trey Bender alongside Ali Shipman for this one. And this is a matchup that a lot of people are anticipating. Of course, California has had great softball. What do you anticipate here?
You know, you're looking for a great start in the circle for both sides, that timely hit and solid defense, but it's this rivalry that I'm really looking forward to. That's that NorCal, SoCal. It's going to be a little bit intense out here.
Northern California, 8 straight wins to defend their state championship. They're back in San Bernardino, and this is a team that's excited about their chances. They've won some games in dramatic fashion, and they'll get an opportunity first with the bats.
And somebody to look out for is Avea Martinez at the top of the lineup. Not only is she leading off, but she's also their starting pitcher in the circle. She is their speedy leadoff, and the coaches say that she has grown the most in terms of softball and leadership since last year.
And they're going to be challenged by a very good pitcher in the circle in Caitlin Peck, the ace of the staff. She is a workhorse.
And she is aspiring to play college softball herself. She's got that fastball, a drop ball, a change, and she's working on developing that curveball. So her bread and butter is just to keep hitters off balance.
5'6", 12-year-old, big fan of UCLA softball. And she'll try to get her team off to a quick start here. Live Oak making the long trip from Northern California. San Marino, the short trip just down the 210. From just outside Pasadena, and we're ready to go. Pitcher against pitcher to open things up in the second game of the West Region. Again, already Nevada a victory in a dynamite game in a victory against Arizona. First pitch to Avea Martinez, swung on and fouled, first base side. Martinez, a silent leader. Her dad, the manager. She can take over a game with the bat and with her arm.
And that's really special when you have your leader that's on the mound, but also can be in the box as well. She can help herself out on both sides of the ball.
Big Mookie Betts fan. A lot of these kids Dodgers fans. You'd expect that in Southern California. And there's a ball that's laced into center and past the center fielder Giddings. Martinez rounding second. She's headed for third. Here's the relay. They're going to wave her home. Here's a throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Northern California off to the quick start.
Wow, Avea Martinez. We had just talked about her speed, but she's going to get this pitch on the outer half, and she smokes it into center field. It just goes under the glove of the center fielder, and this field is huge, and using her speed, she is able to go all the way around the bases for an inside-the-park home run.
They're officially going to call this a hit and an error, a single and an error on the center fielder, but from a Northern California perspective, you couldn't ask for a better start.
You really couldn't. I mean, gets the momentum going, especially for her on the mound as well. She already has a run underneath her belt.
Now Charlotte Dudek, the shortstop. Big swing and miss. Dudek had a home run in the first inning of their state championship game, trying to keep the train rolling.
I love one of her fun facts is that she has to have in and out before every single game. Name something more Californian than that.
That's about as good as it gets right there. Little fuel before the game. She wears number 11 as she swings and misses at that one because her big sister Claudia wore number 11. She's now at Sierra College playing softball.
Gets to look up to her older sister, learn from her, kind of have that second-hand experience when you have somebody that you can look up to like that.
And there's a strikeout. So Peck gets her first out, 1 down.
Katie Peck doing a really good job of bouncing back, going inside with this ball, and making sure that Charlotte Dudek is just a little bit late for this pitch. Good bounce back after that first at-bat. Here's
a look at the defense around her. Good speed in the outfield for this team. Izzy Wong and Victoria Wong out there. Izzy is the coach's kid. Same name, not related to Victoria. Hannah Lancieri now with 1 down. Little flare and a foul ball. Giving a look over there was Victoria Wong, the first baseman. This Northern California team, we touched on it, a walk-off to win state. They had to beat Sutter area twice, but won the championship game by 10 runs to provide some momentum. That'll get things going for you.
And their coach said that it earned them the team nickname the Eliminators. They do not blink if they lose. They do not blink if they get down. They are ready to bounce back.
2-2. It's good to have that mindset, isn't it? That just to finish somebody off and keep the pedal to the metal, so to speak.
Absolutely, and this is a sport about bouncing back. You're going to fail, you're going to face adversity, and it's how quickly do you learn from it and keep going.
Full count now. According to the coaches, they're small in stature, but they've got big hitters. But most importantly, they've got fight. 3-2. And there's another strikeout. So after giving up the run, back-to-back Ks for Peck.
And Peck really starting to settle in here. She's going to go back to that curveball in the outer half. Like we just said, that's all about the bounce back. She's going to give up that first big hit, but then look here, she's going to go to that curveball. Looks really good on the outer half and is starting to settle in for her team.
Now Riley Perigo fouls off the first offering. One of the veterans has had key RBIs this season. And there's always somebody on the team that gets the Miss Versatility talk, but they call her the Swiss Army knife. She can play anywhere for this team. Fouls that one off.
And you love having a player on your roster that's just that athletic. You can put them anywhere. They're very versatile. It makes your job as a coach that much easier because it's one less puzzle piece that you have to stress about when you're making a lineup.
We've got her at second base today. And strike 3 called. So after giving up the run, 3 straight Ks to end the inning for Peck. The Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Welcome back to San Bernardino, California, Houghton Stadium. Game 2 of West Region play. Nevada already a winner over Arizona, and a 1-0 lead here for Northern California. As we look at the Southern California lineup, their first state title since 2007.
And a player to watch is Isabella Izzy Wong. She is their leader. She leads their pregame huddles before every game, and she is their tone setter as well. So they're looking for her to start things off.
They're going to be facing a good one, though, in the circle for Northern California. Avea Martinez, she already has a perfect game this season.
And she's coming off that hot bat as well. She's going to throw in the upper 50s. She's got a rise ball, a drop ball, fastball, and that changeup, but I really feel like it's the velocity that's going to be her bread and butter today.
Her dad, Avea Martinez, the manager. Silent leader. Returning pitcher. Had 13 strikeouts in a game this year as well. She can be dominating at times. Let's see how Southern California responds. Great start for Northern California, getting that run across. And two really good pitchers here, and we saw it in game 1. A run or two could be the difference.
Absolutely, and it has to give you a little bit of confidence out there in the circle as well, knowing, okay, first inning, already have a run under our belt. Let's settle in, make some outs. But then on the other side of the ball, if you're Southern California, you're trying to respond. It's all about the response. If they put up one, you put up one too. And so there's something to be said for both of these teams here.
First offering for Martinez is a fastball on the corner for a strike. Jeffrey Kallstrom's our home plate umpire. Stephen DeGrave, Greg Ramos, and P.J. Turpin around the infield first to third. Who isn't an Ohtani fan, especially in Southern California? Here's a swing and a miss.
And looking at the player profiles, we saw a lot of Dodgers fans, a lot of Shohei Ohtani. Again, something just super California out of these two teams.
And a swing and a miss. Good start for Martinez. Couldn't catch up with the fastball off the plate.
And Martinez is using that speed to her advantage. You can tell that Izzy Wong is just a little late for these pitches, so she's going to work this outside corner. It's going to move down and away. Tough pitch, but a great job by Avea Martinez.
And that'll bring up the unquestioned leader of the team, Morgan Tiwasart, the 13-year-old. Slow roller, first baseman has it. Duran to the bag. One pitch, 2 down.
Another good job by Avea Martinez, but once again, just a little bit late here, and a good play by the first baseman, Brooke Duran.
Here's a look at the defense around Martinez. Duran with a routine play there. And that pitcher-catcher relationship so important. Lancieri behind the dish. Here's Emmy Winarco now, the third baseman, as they're in at the corners. We saw good catching in game 1 here. The catcher position, you know, of course, will talk about it 24/7, but it is so important at this level.
Absolutely, and when you have a good pitcher, there's always a good catcher behind her, making her look really good, being her biggest fan. You kind of have to be in the same mindset as your pitcher when they're out there. The pitcher and the catcher, they are one being, they're in sync, and you can tell that out of a good battery.
Lancieri, 13-year-old, the team prankster as well as being a good catcher. I didn't know catchers could be pranksters, but there you go.
I feel like that's part of the gig. You got to be a little goofy to be a catcher. That's at least how I played.
3-0, the count to Winarco. And she's on. Full pitches and a base runner for Southern California.
That's a good job by Emmy Winarco, learning from the at-bat before her. She saw those outside drop balls that they're borderline, and so she took a chance there, learned from the at-bat before, took them, and gets herself on base for her team.
That brings up another catcher, Maddie Liang, who's batting cleanup. She's also been a leadoff hitter, which shows how versatile she is. Left-handed stick, takes a strike, runner going, throw to second. It is on the money, and the tag out applied. What a throw from Lancieri to get him out of the inning.
And and you can just tell how pumped up Live Oak is. Hannah Lancieri from behind the dish, an absolute laser beam of a throw. She's gonna pop up out of her squat, throws this absolute dart right on the money, and sends her team back to the dugout.
Welcome to the Little League Softball World Series.
This is as big as the event has ever been.
12 strikeouts tonight.
Find the glove!
It is out of here!
The competition has definitely elevated. The best is yet to come.
The road to Greenville, North Carolina. It starts right here. West Region play. This is game 2. Already Nevada winner over Arizona, and Live Oak Little Leaguers from Northern California getting a run produced by Avea Martinez to grab the early advantage in this one.
And it's going to be an absolute dogfight for both of these teams. We've talked about it before, but that rivalry between NorCal and SoCal just feels different. This is such a huge softball state. The weather's great. You get to play year-round, so it is an advantage for both of these teams, but you can tell the intensity is a little bit higher today.
And it really is a contrast. You've got the kids from Northern California, small town of 9,000 plus, and then the San Marino kids, the Dodgers fans near Pasadena. But really a good matchup here as Juliana Robles will lead things off, the third baseman, against Caitlin Peck, who struck out the side after giving up that run off the bat of Martinez. Big swing and a miss from Robles.
And when talking about Robles, her coaches say that she is a playmaker with speed. She puts the ball in play and makes things happen with her legs.
.11 years old. Her dream to be a college softball coach. You hear about one dream to be a player, but how about that? She likes that side of it and has learned a lot from her coaches, I'm sure.
I love that. And shows that she loves learning about the game, has higher softball IQ.
That one sails high.
Not often do you see somebody wanting to be a college coach. I love it.
You see a lot of times in different sports, the best coaches sometimes weren't the best players, but they saw things that helped them become great coaches at a young age. And there's ball 4, and a very good at-bat for Robles to get on board to start off the second inning.
Robles just being super patient up there, waiting for her perfect pitch. That just shows that she has a plan in the box. Every time you step in there as a hitter, you want to be hunting something that you can drive. And you can tell none of those pitches were what she wanted. Let them go, and she gets a walk.
Here's Athena Huff showing bunt. Pitch misses, throw down to second, on the money. So Liang doing what Lancieri did behind the dish, the left-hander with a throw, and Robles caught stealing.
Another great throw by the catcher behind the dish. There's going to be a fake bunt steal. She's going to show bunt and pull back, and then from her knees, Maddie Liang with an absolute dart to second base. And especially with that fake bunt, it can be so hard to see.
And then reaching is Huff. The throw from the pitcher to first base, an error, and Huff is on with one down. An error on the pitcher here. She reaches.
But that goes back to that throwdown that is such an important play, because if she's safe at second and that play continues, you might have a runner on third now. So great job by Maddie Liang.
There's a chance to be a big inning. Here's Olivia Smith now, the left fielder. She shows by, lays it down. It's a good one. Peck out of the circle, throws down to first. Only place she can make, but the sacrifice moves Huff from first to second now with 2 away. You like that little small ball? You already have the 1 run.
That's a picture-perfect sacrifice bunt right there. I feel like small ball is underrated in softball nowadays, but it is so hard to defend. And if you can be perfect at laying bunts down, you can get on base all the time and move runners.
A lot of these coaches have seen their teams have big at-bats in terms of power numbers, but they know that a lot of them will have to play small ball as the competition gets better. And there's a case of Northern California mixing things up and successfully.
And it puts pressure on the defense. It forces them to make a play, especially after you just saw the pitcher make a throwing error to first base. Why not put a little bit more pressure on her, put a bunt down?
Brooke Duran now, Justin Timberlake fan. She is the team clown. We've got pranksters and clowns, but both can be effective in terms of building that chemistry. That's a roller to third. Winarco, that's foul ball. Foul ball, says the home plate umpire Karlstrom. And she'll come back to the plate.
Thinking maybe he meant dead ball off her foot.
0-2 now the count. And a swing and a miss. So Peck battles out of that jam, picks up her 4th K, and it remains a 1-0 game. Bottom of the second coming up from San Bernardino. 1-0 Northern California. It does not get much better than a 4th of July parade. How about in San Marino, California for the Southern California state champions? They had a great time. You know, you don the gear, you got the flags and the colors, and obviously 250th year for our country. That had to be special for these kids.
Absolutely, and think about the community rallying behind them. That has to just feel so fun to be out there representing your community, feeling the love back. And we were talking to Northern California too. They got some love. They had a 6 a.m. send-off to get here by local police and firefighters. Just really goes to show how softball has grown in these communities.
Well, those memories last forever, huh? I mean, you remember those things for years, and you can tell your kids about it down the line. This game is not disappointed so far. A 1-0 lead for Northern California. And Maddie Liang was up in that last inning, but Winarco caught stealing, so she's the first batter to start off the second here.
After she had just thrown somebody out as well.
Yeah, the catching has been fantastic, which warms your heart. There's a strike on the corner.
You love to see it. Got to give the catchers some love.
We've seen good framing through a couple games so far from the catchers as well.
And that can be a huge difference maker in a game, getting those pitches that are, you know, a few inches off the plate instead of those being balls being called strikes. It changes the momentum of a game. And a great block there behind the dish too. But I like to say what makes a catcher great is their ability to handle the pitcher, which is mostly framing and communication.
Two-1 offering from Martinez, misses. Maddie Liang also plays volleyball. Fan of Jessica Clements, AUSL. Drives that one. That's a base hit into left center field gap. She's going to make the turn on her way to second. Liang, as the ball goes to the track, heading for third, and in there. Maddie Liang puts a charge into one here in the second inning.
Maddie Liang really getting strong barrel to this ball. You can hear the crowd. They are fired up. She's going to get her front foot down on time, go opposite field with this to drive it into the gap. It gets past Juliana Alvarez in the outfield, but she does a good job of staying with it, cutting it off, and maintaining this to a triple instead of an inside the Parker.
Their first hit. Here's Caroline Pagano now, the shortstop. Strike one. So we've seen a couple big hits here. Martinez on one side and Liang on the other. Pagano hits a slow roller to third. Robles across in time, throw to the plate, not in time. She does her job, puts it in play. Pagano retired, but we're tied 1-1. Interesting play there for third baseman. You obviously want that out.
And I was just about to say, I think what made that play special was the base running. Maddie Liang over there took a few steps off the bag, made sure that she waited for the throw to get all the way across the diamond, and then took off. If you're the third baseman, the only thing you can do is look her back more and then try to get that out. But sometimes you're late and then you miss the out at first base, so it's, you know, playing that fine line of looking her back enough, but still giving yourself enough time to throw to first.
And the number one thing is get that out. So, you know, you don't want a big inning to start. You're still tied. Joy Singhal now, one of the extra hitters in this continuous batting order up there for Southern California. And then also the thinking is, hey, if I get it to first quickly, we've still got a chance at the plate.
Absolutely. So there's a couple ways to play it. You either take your time, make sure you look her back, and it depends on the runner in the box as well. If you know you have speed, you're going to have to be quicker, go more for that double play. If you've got somebody that's on the slower side, you can take your time, look that runner back, and then go to first, but you got to know the people around you.
2-1 now after that fastball from Avea Martinez. Singhal, one of those players with an infectious personality. Trying to spark him here. 3-1.
And no pun intended, but they called Joy joyous on the team. She is one of the most joyous to be around on the team.
Now the battery's going to talk here. Lancieri and Martinez will get together in the circle.
I like this timeout call. Just slow things down. She's been missing her spots a little bit this at bat, so this is a great call by the catcher behind the dish, knowing her pitcher, knowing that she needs to take a break, slow things down.
Find Little League on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the official handles at Little League. Don't forget to use hashtag LLWS. Quick meeting in the circle. Here's the 3-1. Fouled off. Joy is a fan of Erling Haaland of Norway, who made his presence felt at the World Cup. Full count now, 1 out, tie game. And ball 4, singles aboard. Second walk given up by Martinez.
That's a good job by Single to just continue the inning, continue to put pressure on this Northern California defense. They just scored, so it's what do you do the next at bat to continue to put more pressure on that defense?
Now pitcher against pitcher. Caitlin Peck gets an opportunity for the first time.
And now after both of these catchers have thrown out runners, you wonder if maybe the run game will become a little quieter now. They've both shown off their arms, shown off their strengths, so it might deter the coaches from sending them.
Strike called there. Martinez has done a good job getting ahead. 8 of 9 first pitch strikes so far. Ahead here 0-2. Lays off with that one. Love to see this. Katie's role model, her art teacher, Mrs. T. Teachers have such a big influence at this age. And a strikeout for Martinez. So she got ahead in the count, picks up her second K, 2 down.
Martinez expanding the zone up a little bit with this pitch. Does a really good job of, after that walk, she's gonna attack this batter, throws strikes early, and then this ball, just a little upspin, enough to get her to swing and miss underneath.
Pitch to Victoria Wong is a pitch just off the plate for ball 1. Favorite book, Where the Red Fern Grows, that's a classic. And she loves Kat Osterman. How about that for a career in softball? The Texas Longhorn.
After reading her player profile, I think she just likes cats in general.
Cat.
Her dream job is to be a biologist that makes talking cats. I love that.
So then you got to go Kat Osterman.
And that's the obvious choice.
2-1. Yeah, the cats are Snowball, Puffy, and Firestar, her 3 cats. There's a pop-up. Second baseman coming in, and making the play is Perigo to retire the side. But a run across. Liang started with a triple. She scores. We're even at 1 here in Southern California. Caitlin Peck has been dealing in the circle so far.
She has been on fire. She gave up that first long ball, but then after that, she has been lights out, painting the corners, going with that outside drop ball, and doing what she does best, racking up the strikeouts.
And her San Marino National Little League team, even with Northern California from Live Oak Little League, 1-1. There you see the line. Just one walk, struck out the side in the first. And that was after giving up that single error where Martinez rounded the bases and scored. Didn't let it phase her.
No, absolutely not. She got right back to work. Sometimes it's almost easier when it's the first batter because you have so much time to recover. You know that. You know you have more game left. And she did a great job of slowing herself down and just going right back at these hitters.
Leah Carrasco to lead things off, one of the extra hitters in this continuous batting order for Northern California. She has improved as the season's gone on, and they like her ability to lay one down and show off her speed.
And we were just talking about how important small ball can be, and if you look at the corners here, you can see they're playing quite back. It would be a decent opportunity to lay a bunt down.
Just 4'9", 11 years old, one of 5 kids. There's a look at the defensive alignment.
And she likes to go opposite field as well. So you'd wonder if you'd want to maybe pull that right side over.
Taking all the way, and the count now goes to 3-1. And Peck misses inside. Carrasco with an excellent at-bat, does her job, and she's on.
A really strong leadoff at bat there by Carrasco, doing her job. Every leadoff, their job is to get on base for their team, is going to use her speed, is really selective up at the dish, draws herself a walk.
Here's Juliana Alvarez now, the 13-year-old. Big fan of Sam Landry in Oklahoma softball. She is the second to last hitter in their order, trying to set up the top of the order here with the spark. Slow roller to the shortstop, Pagano. Throw to second, and they get the force play. Pagano to Tiwasart, cuts down the lead runner, one down. Alvarez is on due to the fielder's choice.
Really smart softball there by Caroline Pagano, recognizing that this ball is hit fairly softly, so her best bet is to get that lead runner at second base. Not going to have an opportunity to turn to, so Morgan Tiwasart turning almost into a first baseman there, securing that out at second base.
Now Aaliyah Palacio, and she's hit by the pitch, she's on. So a chance now for big inning for the Live Oak Little Leaguers. The top of the order's coming up, and 2 runners out there.
Big momentum moment for Live Oak here. And on the other side of that, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you have to recognize there's a lot of force outs that can be made. You can go force at 3, force at 2, and of course, first base. So a couple different defensive plays that you can make.
And here's Avea Martinez, who delivered their run with her first AB, hits it hard to second base. Tiwasart goes to first, only play she can make there. It does move the runners over. 2 down, runners at second and third.
And another well-struck ball by Avea Martinez, going opposite field this time, right to the second baseman, Morgan Tiwasart. Does a really good job of staying down, securing that play at first base. Still the runners move up a base.
And here's a golden opportunity for Charlotte Dudek, the shortstop. A big hitter. She has been clutch throughout the course of the season. 13-year-old standing in there, looks at ball 1. Her dream to be an AUSL softball player. Dad, a retired U.S. Air Force Master Sergeant. Fouls that off.
She said one of her favorite moments from this past season is she hit a home run on Father's Day. Felt like that was a gift to her dad. What a special moment for her and her dad.
That was a district championship game home run. That's fouled back against the screen. She's an In-N-Out Burger fan as well. I know you know, we talk food a lot up here, but these kids keep bringing it.
It's the first place I went when I got off the plane.
1-2, strike three call. Dudek frozen by that Peck pitch, and she works out of the jam. Runner stranded at second and third, and it remains a 1-1 game. How about Peck dealing in a big spot?
Katie Peck doing an incredible job of painting the inside corner with this pitch. It's going to run into that right-handed batter, and her team will look to bat when they come back.
Welcome back to the Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. This is game 2, day 1 at the Little League Softball West Regional. Nevada already a winner over Arizona, and we're locked up in a good one here, tied at 1. Live Oak, California, from a small town in Northern California against the San Marino kids from San Marino National Little League. And so far the pitching from Peck and Martinez has been fantastic, and this shapes up a lot like our game 1. I mean, a play here, a play there could be the difference in this one.
Absolutely, it's another pitcher's duel, but we're also seeing the defense show out for both sides. Both catchers have been phenomenal throwing out runners. We're seeing great plays on the dirt as well, but it's really the pitchers that are setting the tone.
Bottom half of the third inning. It's the bottom part of the order for Southern California. Margot Hean Lopez, one of their extra hitters to lead things off against Avea Martinez. Bugs, her nickname. She's been a force with the bat at times, has caught for them as well.
Got to give some catchers love here. Really good job by Lancieri blocking up those balls behind the plate, getting her chest out in front.
Two-0 is fouled off. Softball, a big part of these kids' lives, but most of them so well-rounded. I mean, when you talk about the things they do day to day, she's into art and piano, Margot.
Says her favorite celebrity is Tim Burton.
It's a good one.
That's a great pick.
I mean, he's maybe undersold a little bit. Here's the 2-1, right back to the circle. Coming out to get it, Martinez. The throw is on the money. One down. Looked like for a moment Duran might have pulled the foot off the bag, but she stayed on there.
And Avea Martinez showing off the athleticism. We've seen that a lot today. Very athletic pitchers on the mound. She's going to read this ball off the bat, move to her right to go get it. Maybe a little bit of a stumble there, but she recovers, gets up quick, makes a throw, and then, of course, the stretch by Duran at first.
Being able to field your position, and all the pitches we've seen today have been good. That's one right in front of the plate. Good play by the catcher. On the money, Lancieri throws out Giddings, 2 down. Speaking of fielding your position.
Lancieri showing off the arm once again. This is a hard play for catchers. You got to get up out of that squat, move fast, and then make an accurate throw. She does just that, and what I love about it is she stays low in her legs on that throw as well.
Giddings trying to beat one out there with her legs to no avail. Here's Riley Newmeyer now, the right fielder. You like to see this bottom of the order. She struck out just once in 7 games at the plate in their postseason play. Hits a grounder to second. Perigo underhands it, and a 1-2-3 inning. Martinez does her job, and the excellent pitching and defense continues. 1-1 through 3 here in San Bernardino. If you like catchers, this is your day.
Absolutely. The catchers have been showing out. 2 caught stealings from Maddie Liang and Hannah Lancieri behind the dish. Really great tags by their shortstops as well. And then also the bunt hopping up out of her squat, throwing the runner out at first. Love seeing strong defense behind the dish.
Smartest players on the field. you really do, you do need to be a leader out there, though. You've been hyping up catchers, and it has been justified through the first 2 games we've seen. The pitching and catching has been really good here so far in the West Regional.
Absolutely, and behind the dish, it's almost like you want to be the person that nobody notices. If you're doing your job really well, you're just doing your job back there. You know what I'm saying? If people only really notice you as catchers if you do something super flashy or if something's going wrong. So you are steady Eddie back there.
Hannah Lancieri, the catcher for Northern California, to lead things off against Caitlin Peck. 1 run and 1 hit for each team. Live Oak kids getting a run in the first inning and an answer in the second inning from Southern California. .2-0 offering. That misses. 3-0 now. If Hannah said if she won the lottery, what would she do? She'd buy Starbucks every day. It's one of the things you could afford to do.
I love that. That's a great plan. And you could get the biggest, largest drink with all the fun add-ins and everything.
Yeah, all the sugary,
Caramel drizzle.
shaky drinks. Yeah, all those things. Frap this and yeah.
We're talking food again.
Here's the 3-1. That's a strike on the corner. So battling back now to make it a full count is Peck. And that just missed. So she walks Lancieri to open up this frame. That's the third walk given up by Caitlin Peck.
And a good start if you're Live Oak, getting that lead runner on, get the momentum going again. And Katie Peck, I think the adjustment here is just attack the zone, trust your stuff, make them put the ball in play.
Riley Perigo, who has had some key RBIs this season, 2 of them in the state semifinals, gets a chance with the runner aboard. I know this may come as a surprise as you see her favorite athlete there, Jessica Moore, but her favorite meme is 6'7". That's something we've seen quite a bit. It's still living, from what I understand. It's a big deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wish you could see me in the booth doing the 6'7" now. From what I'm told, it's a universal language as well.
A little bit high there. Well, you can communicate a lot of different ways. That's just one of them. Lancieri representing the go-ahead run here in the 4th inning at first base. And again, will we see small ball become a factor here as this game wears on?
I think, too, this might be a good time for a timeout called either by the coach or the catcher. Try to slow things down for the pitcher.
It's a grounder hit to short. Pagano flips to second for 1. They don't get the relay to first base, but they get the lead runner. Lancieri retired.
Peck doing a good job of getting inside the hands of Lancieri, getting her jammed up. This is softly hit to Pagano, who does a good job of staying down and getting that force out at second.
Juliana Robles now, ball 1. She walked and was caught stealing in the 2nd inning. Pure hustle, the book on her. She fouls it back. That's got to be one of the best character traits, best compliments you can get from a coach.
Absolutely. You hustle in everything you do. You hustle on the field, you hustle off the field, you go 110 in every single play. You love to see it.
Cubs fan. Been some good years from Chicago and some bad years. There's a pitch for a strike. In at the corners here at 1st and 3rd. Here's a 2-2. Full count. Here you see the defensive alignment.
And there is this huge hole in the 5-6 hole.
And ball 4, couple runners aboard now. Lancieri and Robles.
And a big walk there for Live Oak. Looking to continue this inning. If you're Huff coming up, I think the plan is make it be a strike. Take it till you get that first pitch strike.
Athena Huff now has the best nickname, we think, in the West Regional.
Muscle Hamster. I had to double check.
It's one of them. It's one of the best.
I had to double check to make sure I got it right, because it was Mighty Might last year, and this year it is Muscle Hamster.
It's a chance to muscle one into the outfield here and bring in a go-ahead run. Big spot with 1 out and 2 aboard. Hits it to right. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder, and the bases are loaded. As Newmeyer gets it back into the infield, a single for Huff.
And Huff not trying to do too much with this pitch. She does a really good job of just going opposite field with it, not trying to do too much with that outside pitch. Sometimes you'll see righty batters try to pull that. She goes with it, pokes it in for a single, and loads the bases up for Northern California.
They're 1 of 4 with runners in scoring position so far today, but a bases loaded opportunity with one down as they get together and talk it over in the circle defensively.
And for NorCal, if you want somebody up, it's going to be Olivia Smith. She's already had a walk-off this year. They call her Frank the Tank. She's confident and selfless. This is exactly the player you want up in this position.
Not big, but a big heart and a big spot here for Frank the Tank. Perigo at third, Robles at second, Huff at first. Fouls off the first one.
And you're going to see the defense for Southern California. They're going to be playing in with those middles, trying to look to get that force play at the plate.
Oh, 1 is fouled back. This is a big batter for Peck here. You see that infield in front of the base paths.
And your job as a batter is anything through the infield. You're trying to avoid that force play at home.
Fouled off. Smith laid a bunt down her first time up, sacrifice bunt. Now a chance to swing away and help out her team. The youngest, the smallest, in a big spot, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and a big second out as Peck gets the K, her 6th of the game.
Katie Peck just showing her grit here. This is a big-time moment in a big-time pitch. She's going to go to that curveball on the outer half, perfectly placed, and that just shows her confidence with this bases-loaded situation.
Brooke Duran at the plate. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, says the first base umpire, Stephen DeGrave. Duran, a strong hitter. The coaches say keep the elbow down. That's the key for her. Trying to break through and grab the lead here in the 4th inning. 2-1.
Great play there behind the dish, keeping that ball in front. We talked about this a little while ago, but the backstop is so huge. Anything through the catcher right now could almost lead to 2 runs.
2-2. Got a piece of that one into the catcher's glove. And Peck trying to get out of this jam and keep this one tied. Popped up. First baseman has a beat on it, and Victoria Wong has it to end the inning. What a job by Peck in that defense to get out unscathed. We are still tied at 1 despite the threat. Bottom of the 4th coming up.
one pitch at a time. No matter how big the game is, concentrate on the job that needs to be done. Focus, breathe, appreciate the moment, because tomorrow will be here soon enough. So be present and live life one pitch at a time.
Greenville, North Carolina, the ultimate destination. Coverage starts August 2nd on ESPN2. This is West Region play. Northern California and Southern California all even. We will crown a champion in the West Region and Northwest Region here at the end of the week at Houghton Stadium. Two excellent games in terms of pitching and defense thus far. Nevada knocking off Arizona in game one. Game two, all even. Only 3 hits total in this game. And Avea Martinez will work to the last hitter in the order for Southern California, Haley Olivas, to lead things off.
And when talking to their coaches, they named Haley Olivas as one of the most improved players from last year. She's very positive. Her dreams to become a surgeon one day. Very smart kid.
Takes strike one. Loves to run the bases. She can reach here. This has got to be the coolest thing ever. An inside the park grand slam this season. That shows she can run a little bit.
And this is the park to do it. This is a huge stadium. We've seen it already, a couple balls that get past the outfielder and can really just roll all the way to that wall out there, 225 feet. A lot of room to run.
Swings late at that one and misses 1 and 2. Changeup, got her. Strikeout for out number 1. Want to see some girls with game? Tune in to an exciting summer of softball and visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. Top of the order now, Izzy Huang. Three strikeouts now for Martinez. One of those, Huang, in the first inning. Fly ball to right. Coming on and making the play is Huff. 2 down. Those balls hit the shallow outfield. Tricky. She was right on top of that one.
Absolutely. That can be all about the communication and trusting the girls around you. You can see Huff, she sees this off the bat, starts coming in hard, but then there's also communication between her and Riley Perigo to say, hey, this is my ball, no collisions. She has it all the way.
Side-eye emoji. That's got to be one of the better ones out there for Morgan T. with start.
I love the fun facts. And they just show how different every player is, how much fun they have on the field, the different personalities and characteristics. It's like a little glimpse into each one of these players.
(2-0) now. She has known nothing but success. State titles at age 10, 11, and 12 divisions. That championship DNA. Gets past the circle, second baseman Perigo, and a 1-2-3 frame. Strikeout, fly out, and ground out. Martinez settling in very comfortably. We're tied at 1, 5th inning coming up. This is familiar territory for several of the players on this Live Oak Little League team from Northern California. 6 returners from the 2025 team, and they lost 2 tough games to Arizona and Southern California, trying to get things turned around the other way, and they're in a battle here, 1-1.
And you have to think that for those returners, they remember that loss to Southern California last year, so this game just means more to them. And on top of that, 3 of the last 5 winners of the West region have come from California, so there's a little bit of that chip on the shoulder as well.
1 run, couple hits for Northern California, a run, 1 hit for Southern California. As we move into the 5th inning, bottom part of the order, Leah Carrasco, one of the extra hitters to lead things off. She walked in the 3rd inning.
She has been dubbed their bunting queen. And once again, corners are back. Corners here are not in super far. Not a bad opportunity to try to lay one down. And you saw her square there. And really the only one that crashed was Winarco over at 3rd base. So maybe try to lay a bunt down the first baseline would be a good strategy if you're Carrasco.
And she offers on the bunt with 2 strikes and misses, and that's a strikeout. 7 in the game now for Peck.
And you don't usually see the squaring with 2 strikes, but when you're dubbed the bunting queen, you have to have some confidence in it. It's just a really good job there by Peck, working low in the zone.
Northern California has left some opportunities out there. They have stranded 6 so far, including the bases loaded last inning, as Alvarez drives that one to right center, and a basket catch made by Giddings. 2 down.
Wow, what a catch there by McKenna Giddings in center field. She's gonna track this ball all the way down, moving to her left, but then as she recognizes it, she's gonna go into that rock star slide, the double knee slide, to make sure that she can get underneath this ball and secure it with 2 hands.
Well, the defense has been as good as the pitching and catching today. Outfielders getting involved as well. Alea Palacio at the plate now, the last hitter in the lineup. Pookie, her nickname. Liner, and what a play made by Tiwasart. Flashing some leather and a 1-2-3 frame.
And once again, the defense just showing out. Morgan Tiwasart, she's gonna go full extension to her left, knowing that this ball could get through the gap, lays it all out on the line, and gets the out for her team.
Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN are presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Cloudless, sunny day here in San Bernardino, West Region play. And the pitching has been lights out from Caitlin Peck and Avea Martinez. Martinez in the circle right now in this 1-1 game. Here's a look at what they've done so far.
And it's the strikeouts, 7 for Peck, 3 for Martinez, and the pitch count is fairly low. Both of these pitchers going right at the batters and keeping them to only 1 run, which shows that the defense on both sides has really been showing out behind them.
3, 4, and 5 hitters scheduled up for Southern California. Emmy Winarko to lead things off. Mentioned that Northern California has stranded 6 in this one. They have had some golden opportunities with runners out there and have produced just 1 run. Winarko walked, caught stealing her first time up.
And they've been putting pressure on this defense, putting pressure on Martinez in the circle, but can't quite seem to break through. The defense has been really solid, even though with the pressure on them, and Martinez has been stepping up big as well.
2-0 the count. You've had this count, the hitters count, 2-0 or 3-1. Anything specific you tell a kid at this age when you've got this count in a 1-1 game?
I think you pick a height. If I'm a hitter right here, I'm going to look something thigh to waist high. That way my timing is a little bit easier, something that I can get my barrel to.
A good cut there, 2-1.
And that's really the pitch, that if you're going to go all out 2-0, go all out on that pitch, which is exactly what she did there.
That's hit to center, and it's going to drop in front of the center fielder Alvarez. It gets past her. Winarko to second. She's going to make the turn. On her way to third, in there safely. Big hit for Emmy Winarko to open up the 5th inning.
And she was taking her hacks up there, and she is on time for this pitch. It's left over the heart of the plate, drives it right back up the middle, and Alvarez in center field struggling to get that ball. It's got downspin on it, makes it a really hard play, and Winarko makes it all the way to third base for a triple.
A triple to open it up. Here's Maddie Liang now with an opportunity to put her team in front. And time is called here. And they're going to meet in the circle and talk this over.
This is one of the hitters in the Southern California lineup that you circle when talking to their manager. Pre-game, he said that this is their big hitter. She has been hot right now. She is the one in the lineup that if the game's on the line, they want her in the box.
And in the 2nd inning, she delivered big time. Let's take a look. Leading us to the frame.
And she goes opposite field with this pitch, drives it all the way into the gap, utilizing the space on this field, getting another triple. We've seen a lot of that today, using your legs, running it out. She's already hit the ball hard today, looking to keep it going for her team.
Medium depth in the middle of the infield here. They're up at the corners at 1st and 3rd for Liang, a left-handed hitter. Ball 1, and Lancieri again doing a good job staying in front of the ball.
Good job getting her glove down first. If you're a young catcher out there watching, when you go to block, glove first always, then knees and chest can follow. Great job there by Lancieri.
Check swing. Third base umpire says no, she did not go. PJ Turpin over there with the call. Liang trying to put this in play and put her team in front. Drives it, and a foul ball right over the third base bag there near the runner.
She's gone opposite field with both of her swings today, even with that foul ball there. So if you're on the left side of the field, you're starting to think you might have to be ready for something.
Looks at that one low. Hitters count again, 3-1. She's been a leadoff hitter. She's been a cleanup hitter. Batting cleanup today. Chance to clean up and give them a 2-1 lead. Here's the 3-1 offering now for Martinez. Drives it, center field base hit. That will score Winarco, and Southern California up 2-1.
And that's just an absolutely mature piece of hitting right there. She does a really good job of staying inside this pitch and going the opposite way. She lets this outside pitch travel, keeps her hands on the inner half, and then extends outward with it to hit this ball hard opposite field for a base hit.
Now Caroline Pagano, good backhand glove play by Lancieri there to keep the runner at first base. Niang, who just got that hit, they said, the coaches, that she has all the tools and she works even harder, which really has paid off today, a triple and a single. It's fouled off, 1-1. Pagano picked up an RBI and a ground out in the second. Right back up the middle, base hit. Triple, single, and single to open up the fifth frame for the San Marino National Little Leaguers.
And another really well-struck ball by Southern California. Caroline Pagano is going to recognize this drop ball in the zone. It's left over the heart of the plate, but she gets her barrel underneath it and drives it up the middle for another base hit.
1 for 2 now with runners in scoring position. Couple RBIs. Here's Joyce Single. Fouls off the first offering. Now, if you're Southern California, you've got the lead. This is where you'd like to possibly break it open, come up with a big inning. Again, nobody out here. And they have found some success against Martinez, who up to this point has dominated. And that's popped up. Catcher calling for it. Good play made by Lancieri to retire Single.
Good job there by Lancieri behind the dish. Having to maneuver around the bat a little bit. She takes her mask off, gives herself better view of the ball, calls off her pitcher. It's a great play behind the plate.
Now Caitlin Peck with 1 down and 2 runners out there. Ball 1. That was an important out for Martinez to get a little bit of confidence back.
Absolutely. That was a huge out for momentum purposes. Getting just 1 out on the board feels like a, okay, we can take a deep breath. Now we've got a double play opportunity.
Tapper, pitcher has it, only play at first to retire Peck. Runners move up to second and third with 2 down.
And that's another big out produced by Avea Martinez. Jams her up a little bit, hits her on the inner half of the strike zone there. And then another athletic play by Martinez coming up off the mound, making a great throw to first.
So Victoria Huang gets a chance. Single could score a couple. SoCal has 4 hits already in this one. There's a grounder hit to short. Dudek charging, has it, throws in time to end the inning. Big triple from Winarco. She scores 3 hits in the inning, and Southern California has the advantage, up 2-1 with the 6th inning on tap. Welcome back to the Little League Softball Regionals on ESPN, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Game 2, West Region, and a very entertaining game. Southern California getting a run in the bottom half of the 5th inning to take a 2-1 lead against Northern California. State bragging rights on the line here. And for Caitlin Peck, she has a chance to close the door. After giving up a run in the 1st inning, her team has battled back and she's hung in there. And here she is now, top of the 6th. Could be the last chance for Northern California. Avea Martinez will lead it off.
And Avea Martinez, she has been hot for this Northern California team. She led this game off with this single turned into a triple via error. So she has been swinging the hot bat. So if you're Northern California and you're looking to start a rally, this is exactly the player that you want up in this moment.
Top of the order for the Live Oak Little Leaguers, the defending state champions. Their Lions Den fan base trying to cheer them on here. Their motto, not about you, it's about the team. As Martinez faces Peck, first offering is a chopper hit to short. Up with it, Pagano, the throw is in time, 1 away. Made good contact, first pitch swinging.
Absolutely, it's a well-struck ball, but it's hit into the ground too hard. It's almost like one of those moments that you wish you would have hit it a little bit softer because of how hard the dirt is. This is going to give it a hard hop right to Pagano at short, becomes a 1-hopper and an easy play to first. As I mentioned before, this is a close play. Maybe if you hit it a little bit softer, then you're safe at first.
Charlotte Dudek, she drives it to left. 1-hopper to the left fielder, Wong. She's on with a single. And that might be the hardest hit ball we've seen today. 1 out, 1 on now.
That ball was smoked by Charlotte Dudek right there. Got her barrel out in front. Crushed that ball for a base hit.
Dudek representing the tying run. Hannah Lancieri now at the plate. She has struck out and walked so far. Laces it down the line. That's going to run all the way to the track. Dudek rounding third. She'll score easily. Lancieri is headed for third. The throw's off the mark. She's in there safely. And we are tied at 2. A huge hit for Lancieri to square things.
Wow, Lancieri coming up absolutely clutch. She gets out in front of this ball and drives it down the left field line. A triple, no doubt, scores the tying run. You can tell this inning Northern California is committed to the plan. They are aggressive early in the box. Every swing of theirs coming early in the count, and they are mashing the ball right now.
We have seen 3 triples today, and one where there's a single or an error where a player rounded the bases, went all the way home. A lot of highlights for a 2-2 game. You can see what Northern California has done. Back-to-back hits here to even it up, and now just 1 out. And they've got the go-ahead run at third base with Riley Perigo at the plate. That was fouled at the plate.
And we talked about it before. They do not blink if they lose, if they get down. That has been their motto all year. We fight, and you can see them out there fighting right now.
1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Chance to take the lead here as that's high to Perigo. Peck retired Martinez to open up the inning, but a single by Dudek, a triple by Lancieri. Perigo has had some big hits this year. 3-1. Big Oregon Ducks fan. Playing second base today. Here's a 3-1 offering. Foul back. Ball 4, she's on. Runners on the corners now.
Very mature at bat by Perigo. And then taking second as well. She never stopped with that walk. She continued all the way.
No throw.
And so since she didn't stop, she can go all the way to second base, no throw. So smart on the base paths right there by Perigo.
And not willing to risk a throw with, even though Liang's been good back there. The runner to be concerned with is the runner at third base, Lancieri, representing the go-ahead run. Juliana Robles now, and they're going to put her on first base. Bases are loaded. Sets up the force play in a potential double play, and they're going to have to face Athena Huff here with the infield in.
Yeah, you can see the middle infielders are going to play in on this. They're trying to keep that runner from third from scoring.
Grounder short. Pagano to the plate. That throws off the mark. Run scores. Lancieri puts them in front, and they get a second run as Perigo comes across. It's 4-2. So a little bit of everything in this inning. The air allowing a run to score. A second run comes across. They've got a cushion now as that was off of the catcher's glove, Liang. 3 runs across in this inning. Now runners at second and third. Here's Olivia Smith.
And defensively, they had set themselves up perfectly for that play. Just a little bit of a miscue on the throw. Maybe a stretch too early from the catcher behind the plate. But if you're Caitlin Peck, you got to think you did your job as a pitcher.
And she got what she wanted there, that ground ball. And that's the right play to come home with it. I mean, it's hard to turn a double play in that situation.
Absolutely, and your job is to try to keep that run from scoring. To me, that's the only play in this situation.
0-2, and striking out is Smith, so 2 down. That's 8 Ks now in the game for Peck. But Northern California has to be feeling good now as they've responded big time here in the top of the 6th inning.
And this is the momentum that everybody at this park has been feeling the whole time. There has been pressure on both sides of the ball. And there hasn't been much to show for it until now, but this whole game has just felt like pressure on the defense, and now one of these teams, Northern California, happens to be breaking through.
Peck and Martinez have been fantastic in the circle. But how about the bounce back after trailing 2-1 to grab the lead here for Northern California? With the game on the line.
Backs against the walls. Leadoff got out, and then back-to-back singles.
And Durant strikes out. That will end the inning. With the damage done, 3 runs across for Northern California. They've got a chance to win it as we head to the bottom of the 6th, leading it 4-2. The Live Oak Little Leaguers a chance to win this after a 3-run top of the 6th inning. Here is how it has transpired. Martinez and Peck have been excellent pitching, but a wild last couple half innings for each team's offensively as this game has been a seesaw battle.
In Northern California, last inning, first person to come up gets out, but then the next 3 in a row put the ball in play hard. That's what led to that big 2-run inning for them, 3-run inning, excuse me, and that momentum shift in this game. You'll see here, this is the triple down the line, smokes this ball. And with all that room that we have in the outfield here today, gives them lots of space to keep running. And then another ball put in play hard, and a little bit of a miscue behind the dish there. And that leads to an error and another run scoring, and it just felt like all day there has been pressure on the defense for both sides, and finally one team has broken through, but Southern California here has a chance to keep themselves alive as well.
The San Marino National Little Leaguers will have the bottom part of their order. Margot, and Lopez will lead things off against Avea Martinez, and you've seen this, the wave of emotion, the roller coaster wave of emotion here from one side to the other. Looked like Southern California could possibly win it. As NorCal was down to the final 2 outs, it swung the other way now.
And this is a game of momentum. You can almost feel it when you're on the field, who has the momentum at a time. So it's how quickly can you grab that momentum back. Northern California did a great job of that last inning.
Tapper right back to Martinez. She's got it, and 1 down. That's 3 straight ground ball outs for Martinez. Little League, the most trusted youth sports organization in the world, keeping baseball and softball accessible for all kids. But its real power comes from you. Help us rally for Little League. Texting RALLY to 345-345 today. Standard messaging rates apply. And a fun day at Houghton Stadium. Nevada beating Arizona 2-0. Northern California trying to get a victory here in Game 2 of the West Region. McKenna Giddings at the plate, the center fielder.
And she is known for this Southern California team as the chaos creator. And if you're SoCal right now, that's exactly what you want. You want somebody to create some chaos in this 6th inning.
Spark plug, somebody that can maybe get that top of the order up there. They have Giddings and then Newmeyer to follow, and if anybody reaches Haley Olivas, the last hitters in the continuous batting order. And that is dropped for a base hit down the left field line. Heading to second, Giddings just in there safely.
Giddings doing an incredible job of keeping this going for her team. Look at this slide, staying low with that foot, getting in there, and she's calling it for herself. She's saying, I'm safe all the way. Love the aggression on the base pass there.
And now a meeting in the circle here to talk to Avea Martinez.
And once again, for both teams, it's almost like one team does it, then the other team follows. We saw the first batter get out for NorCal. The next batter up hit a hard single. First batter up for Southern California gets out. Next batter up hits a hard double in this case.
And what it does is it brings the tying run to the plate here. Riley Newmeyer coming up. Quick conference in the circle. Newmeyer has been a leader, one of the veterans, 13 years old. Tough to strike out. She bounced back to the pitcher first time up. Strike on the corner from Martinez. If you're a pitcher here, you're not worried about the runner out there. It's all about the batter here representing the tying run.
Getting outs, getting outs. I would stick away to these batters, try to just roll a ground ball.
Ahead on the count, 0-2. Live Oak Little League defending state champs back in San Bernardino. Trying to get a victory in game one here for them. And the strikeout. They're 1 out away.
And Avea Martinez is fired up for this one. She's going to work this drop away. Look at this ball run down and away from this batter. And you see her celebration after she is fired up, knowing that she's 1 out closer.
4 strikeouts now for Martinez. The daughter of the manager, Avea Martinez. Haley Olivas now at the plate. Struck out first time up there. Well, this is a huge at-bat for Olivas. If she can get aboard, it brings up the top of the order.
Absolutely. You want to turn the lineup over. Keep the inning alive. Pass the bat, especially in situations like this. Do everything that you can to pass the bat to the next batter.
Throw down to third. The runner thought about heading over there, McGiddings, and she decides to stay put, but Lancieri took a look with that throw. Maybe surprised Robles a little bit.
I think a little bit of a miscommunication there. Lancieri thought maybe the runner was going. Robles wasn't entirely paying attention, but got lucky there, making sure they kept that in front.
2-1 now. Olivas, their most improved player this season. There's a strike, 2-2. Live Oak is 1 strike away from wrapping up a hard-fought victory. Martinez pitch, swing and a miss. She strikes out Olivas to end this one. Northern California wins it 4-2, a come-from-behind win thanks to a 3-run top of the 6th inning.
And they said it before, fight is what they're all about. They were down in this game, but they said they do not blink if they get behind. They fight, and that's what they did today. They were gritty. You gotta love Avea Martinez in the circle digging in there, and she was fired up after that last strikeout.
So the kids from the softball town of Live Oak, California knock off San Marino National Little League 4-2 in an excellent, well-played game here in Game 2 of Western Regional Play. It sets up our Sunday matchups, Utah and Nevada, noon Eastern Time, 9 Pacific, and then the game at night, Eastern Time, and in the afternoon, Hawaii and Northern California. We've seen 2 excellent games. Pitching and defense, really the story thus far.
That really has been. The pitchers have been lights out. We've seen pitchers duels back and forth. We've seen great defense from catchers, from outfielders, from infielders, pitchers fielding their positions. And then finally, we've seen the big hits in big-time moments, and those have been the game changers.
Utah, Nevada, Northwest Region action coming up next from West Regional Play here in San Bernardino. Northern California winner over Southern California in an excellent game played here at Houghton Stadium. Thanks to Ali Shipman, I'm Trey Bender on the road to Greenville, North Carolina. Little League softball continues. So long for now.